Hi, good morning everybody.
Hi.
Good morning. Welcome back to the class.
Welcome.
With your favorite teacher, Mr. Angga Damara.
Hi. I love you.
I love you too. Okay.
No homo.
Right. So, today we will learn new material, new topic. Wow, this must be exciting, guys. Okay.
I see.
Alright, but before that, let's go to this. Alright. Now, I want you to join the Indo class point via the class code. Alright, have you joined?
Yes, we are doing.
Yes. Okay. Alright. Yes, Indo class point. But what you need to do is watch this video first and feel the vibe and describe the vibe in adjectives. Okay? Let's get started.
We cannot see the video. We cannot see the video. Oh, we just listen.
Right? What do you feel when you listen to this, when you watch it? Describe your feeling. Okay? If you have the answer, just type it right away.
I do.
Okay, cool. Magical. What else? Colorful. Beautiful. Not handsome, only beautiful. Eh? Right? Mystical. All of these are correct. Okay. Now everybody, what is it about? What are we going to learn about? Can anyone predict?
Adjective.
Fantasy?
Adjective. A story.
Okay. Yes. In general, we're going to learn about a story. Now, it's fantasy. But do you know, guys, fantasy is part of narrative text. So, the narrative texts are basically imaginative and aimed to entertain or amuse the readers. There are many examples of these narrative texts, such as fantasy, fairy tales, legends, myths, romance, and folklore. But today, we're going to focus more on folklore. So what is folklore? Folklore is the whole of oral tradition shared by people, culture, and there's subculture. So basically, it's passed down by people to people.
Mouth to mouth.
Yes, mouth to mouth. Correct. Okay, now let's think about Indonesia for a second. And do you know any folklores from Indonesia?
Me.
Okay, yes.
Maling kundang.
Maling kundang, okay.
Batu menangis.
Okay, batu menangis. What else?
Timun Mas.
Timun mas. Timun silver. Timun merah.
Timun
Whatever, ya. Many.
Timun ba.
Timun ba. Okay.
Timun mas.
No, I don't want to buy it. Okay. So, but there's a lot of folklores from Indonesia. But right now, let's go to the specific region. Okay, where is it? Let's go to Riau, Indonesia. Yeah, as you can see here is Riau. Riau is in Sumatra Island, and in the region we can find a very famous folklore from the region, which is bawang merah and bawang putih. Or what is it in English?
Shallot and garlic.
Shallot and garlic.
Onion and garlic.
Onion and garlic.
Onion is Bombay.
Onion is onion. Red onion.
Onion is Bombay.
do not argue, everybody is correct. So, as you can see, maybe you have read about bawang merah and bawang putih, and it's about basically two siblings, yeah, two with opposite characters, and of course an unjust stepmother. But you know, maybe sometimes you forget. You know, I do forget too. But yeah, so to refresh our mind, let's watch the beginning of the story through a puzzle. Okay. Alright. So let's watch this video.
Once upon a time, there was a really wealthy merchant who lived with his only daughter named Luang Pewdie, as his wife had long passed away. Luang Pewdie was so obedient, nice, and kind-hearted that everyone loved her. Hello, sweetheart. I'm home.
Hi, Dad. It's so good to see you back.
Listen, my daughter. I feel like our family isn't complete without the presence of a mother.
I'm listening, Dad.
You need a mother who can take care of you well. I won't be home all the time. Mostly, I am out traveling to work. I'm concerned of you here being alone in this big house.
I understand, Dad. I think it would be a good idea for me, for you, and of course.
Alright, so there is a question, guys. The question is, why could not the father take care of bawang putih? Because A, he had to go to the party. B, he went out of town for vacation. C, he was mostly at work. Or D, he needed a holiday. C, he was mostly at work.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Yay!
Let's go.
Next question,
Our
guys.
family.
A few days afterwards, Luang Pewdie's father married a widow. Since then, Luang Pewdie had a stepmother and a stepsister named Luang Merah. They promised to cherish you always, to honor and sustain you in sickness and health, in poverty and in wealth, and to be true to you in all things until death alone shall part us.
Me too. I assure myself to cherish you, honor and sustain you, in all things until death do us apart.
Alright, another question, guys. Where was the marriage held? Is it in a garden? In an open space forest? In a park? Or in the middle of jungle?
I think it's in the park.
In a park? Any other questions?
I swear.
Any other answers?
I think it's
I think the most logical
Yeah,
answer.
yeah.
I think it's in the park.
In a park.
In a park,
Yeah,
okay.
Logically speaking.
Alright, okay, that is correct, everybody. Now, you have found basically the glimpse of the story of bawang merah and bawang putih. Alright. Now, let's reading time. Let's go to reading time. Then let's go to flipbook. Search you. You can scan the QR, and if you have scanned the QR, you can find this basically. All right, and then you can zoom in. Like this. All right. You can just go to the next slide because we have read the first beginning of the story. Okay. You can skim the story. Okay. This is interesting. Yeah. Wow, merah, bawang putih. No, those are the character of the story, yeah? Not vegetables. Okay. Right. Okay. Don't answer the questions yet. We will explore it first. Okay. All right. Now let's go back to the PowerPoint here. Now, there are many paragraphs in the text, right?
Yes,
I
yes.
think there's a lot. But in fact, they are basically divided into structures here. And the first we have is orientation. And when we find the orientation, is basically about who are the characters, when the story takes place, where, and also how did the story start. And then we also have complication and climax. When talking about complication, it's about what happens to the characters and what challenges the characters encounter in the story. And for the climax, is basically the biggest problem you can find in the story. And then the last one, we have resolution and coda. And for the resolution, the problems will be decreased, and then we can find the ending through coda. Sometimes you also can find the moral of the story. Right. Now, guys, let's go back to this, and then let's identify which one is orientation, which one is the complication, and etc. All right. You can find here on the first page, on 111 page, a long time ago, there was a really wealthy merchant who lived with his only daughter named Bawang Putih, as his wife had long passed away. It's located in the first paragraphs. That's why, usually, and I think it's totally clear that orientation is located in the first paragraph. Moving on, we have what? The second one? After orientation, what is it? Complication. Okay, amazing.
Nice.
Okay. When talking about the complication, usually it's basically the start of the conflict. This is quite interesting, because the start of the conflict starts when the father married a widow. Usually marriage is wonderful, fun, but it's the start of the conflict. So in what paragraph, guys? So we have 2, 3. Okay, all right. I think on the second paragraph, yeah. There is
Accident.
married the widow, and
Accident.
and the accident, yes.
In the last part, the sentence.
And then we can find the major of the conflict, which is the climax. We can find on the next few paragraphs. And about the resolution and coda, we can find on the last paragraphs. Okay. All right. Now, everybody, after identifying the structure, I want you to pay attention to this. All right. Find the attention. Here, you can get there is was here. What is it? We have past. We have also again was, and then we have had. Does anybody know what kind of verb is it that I underline?
Verb two.
Verb 2, yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's an example of verb 2, everybody. All right. Now, let's moving on to the explanation of verb 2. Verb 2 is divided into 2, yeah? As usual, regular and irregular. It indicates past activities or past events. For the regular, we can add the verbs using D, ED, IED to the base form. But this one is quite unique. For irregular, there are many kinds of verbs using irregular, such as go becomes when. It become and. Okay. That's the example of irregular and regular in verb 2. Now, I want you to scan the Mentimeter via the QR code here. Okay. If you have you guys?
Yes.
Okay. Now I want you to write examples of verb 2. You can find in the text, or basically any verbs that you consider as verb 2. Okay, all right. Still thinking. It seems like it. What do you think? Verb 2. Right. We have so. From the base form is see, and then we have also brought the base form of brown is bring. Okay, any more answers?
Yes. Better. Ball.
Okay, lost. From lose, saw from
Lost.
see.
Yes.
Okay, more answers. We can find another of bow, blind, and then cried from cry. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, now let's continue. All right. 1 second. All right. We can find a lot of the examples of verb to in the text because it's narrative text and it's basically from a long time ago. That's why it says that it already happened. That's why it uses verb to instead of verb one. Now, do you have any questions? Any questions you want to ask? No questions? Oh, yes, please.
What type of sentences are we going to use this verb to on?
Oh, okay, very good question. Now let's go to this. Okay, what type of sentence? Yeah, we usually use the past. We use it in past simple.
Simple.
Past simple. Wait, it's in Arabic. Let's go. Let's switch it to Indonesia. Now,
Alhamdulillah.
all right. Now, for example, what verbs? Let's get the verb from the Mentimeter. Okay, let's so. Okay, let's use the verb so. Who so? Who wants to use? Let's say bawang putih. Bawang putih. So the scarf. Scarf. This is part of the past simple, which indicates the actions that have happened.
Yes.
But for this, let's say this means it's present simple because it's used verb one. Is it answering your question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, no more questions? I have questions for you. Hey, be happy because we are learning right now. Okay, all right. Let's go to Mentimeter. And yeah, the first question. What does the story tell us about? Okay, there are 3 options. 2 girls with matching traits, sincerity and the passion of a girl living with her step-family, or the persistence of a girl in fighting her and her father's rights. Okay, what is it? Take your time, take your time. Okay, 2 students answered B. Okay, alright. Any more? Okay, 4 more. Alright, so it's the correct answer. Yay!
Let's go. Easy peasy.
Looks like you've been familiar with the story, yeah? Okay,
Yes, please.
and then the next question. How could Bawang Putih finally live with a stepmother and stepsister? 3 more options. You can choose only one. Okay? Don't choose 2 or even 3. Only one. Okay? Because her mother passed away and her mother remarried. Okay? Alright. Okay. Okay. Is it the right answer? Okay.
Of course.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that is incorrect. The correct one is this. His father got into an accident.
Oh.
Right. Because when her father remarried, Bawang Putih still live with her father and the step family. But when her father got into an accident, she become live by the 3 of them. Okay.
I see.
All right. Okay. One question. Bawang Putih did not do house chores. True or false?
False. False. Wrong.
Okay, wrong. Okay, yeah. Nice.
We can prove it.
All right. Okay, now that's the end of the session. Yeah, you can find the moral of story from this story. Okay, all right. Thank you and bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Star.
See you next time.
Oke, cut.